Before we get into this week's NFL Power Rankings from the Chat Sports staff, did your favorite team win in Week 3? Type Y for yes, type in for no. A lot of exciting games once again in the NFL. So let us know if you were happy this weekend with the win or if you were upset with the loss. Y for yes, N for no. With that being said, let's take a look at our updated Power Rankings. NFL Power Rankings heading into Week 4 is powered by Magic Spoon. Guys, if you want high-protein cereal, 13 grams of protein per serving, also that has 0 grams of sugar, go to magicspoon.com/chat to get $5 off your first order. It tastes delicious. It's healthy. It's the best of both worlds. We'll have a link in the comments and in the description. Okay, here we go. At number 32, the New York Jets. Yeah, they stink. Poor Zach Wilson. That coaching staff isn't putting him in a good situation. We have him dead last. Also, another rookie quarterback, Jacksonville Jaguars, showed some signs of life this week, was competitive with Arizona, way too many turnovers. I think Urban Meyer is in over his head in Jacksonville. At number 30, the New York Giants. 0-3 as well. Joe Judge and that team has been close a couple of times, but they're really playing poorly in key areas. They lose to the Falcons on a game-winning field goal this week. At number 29, I've been impressed with what Dan Campbell's done with Detroit. Energetic, they're competitive. They should have beat Baltimore if it weren't for a 66-yard field goal by Justin Tucker, but they are 0-3. We've got them at number 29. So who do you guys think is the worst team in the NFL, at least so far this season? I think it's clearly either the Jets or the Jags. Jags have been a little more competitive the last couple of weeks, so I'll go with the Jets, but let us know what you guys think. By the way, I should mention, these rankings are a combination of myself, Mitchell Renz, Tom Downey, Sam Brown, and of course Chase Sr., so if you don't like the rankings, blame those guys. Okay, number 28, the Indianapolis Colts, also at 0-3. This thing may go in a bad direction. If you're Indy, if you keep losing, you may have to consider benching Carson Wentz to at least keep that first-round pick. Number 27, the Atlanta Falcons. They win against a bad Giants team, 1-2. Haven't been that impressed. Matt Ryan looks old to me. Him and the Falcons are at 27. At 26, the Houston Texans. Pretty competitive. David Culley has them playing hard on defense. Not a lot of talent, though. With Tyrod Taylor, they looked more competent. Davis Mills, it's going to take him time to learn. At number 25, the Philadelphia Eagles. Man, that win over Atlanta in Week 1 feels like 2 years ago, doesn't it? They got absolutely blasted on Monday Night Football. We've got them at 1-2. Have you guys subscribed to us here at Chat Sports? If you have, type S. I would appreciate it in the comments. Let's be interactive in the comments on today's show. Talk some trash about your favorite teams, your upcoming matchups, all that good stuff. Type S if you have subscribed. If you haven't, I encourage you guys to do so because we have more NFL videos just like this one, including the latest NFL news, rumors, live shows on Monday and Wednesday, and a whole lot more. At number 24, the Chicago Bears. Matt Nagy on the hot seat alert, anybody? That was pathetic in Justin Fields' first start on Sunday. That was a disaster against Cleveland, which is why we'll ask you this now. If you think Matt Nagy should be fired, it's not even really a question, it's a statement. Type F in the comments. If for some reason you don't think you should be, then, well, say I don't think you should be, but it's not looking good for Mr. Matt Nagy. At number 23, the Pittsburgh Steelers. How did this team beat Buffalo? It's just the NFL. Things happen. It's weird. Big Ben's arm is shot. I don't like where this team is heading. At number 22, the Washington Football Team. They're competitive. Buffalo's a tough matchup. Taylor Heineke's playing at quarterback. I don't know. It's going to be tough to catch up to Dallas in the NFC East, even though they're only a game back through 3 weeks. At number 21, the Miami Dolphins. No Tua right now. Jacoby Brissett was competitive against the Las Vegas Raiders, but they lost in overtime. Sitting at 1-2, we'll see how things progress over the next couple of weeks. Shout out to Magic Spoon for powering today's Power Rankings. And if you want $5 off this healthy cereal that is also delicious, go check them out. magicspoon.com/chat. We also have a link down in the comments as well. Tons of good flavors, including the cocoa, which I just flashed on screen. High in protein, low in net carbs, only 4 grams. Guys, normal cereal has, I believe, 30 grams of net carbs. Yeah. That's a big difference. This is a lot healthier. 0 grams of sugar in this cereal as well. It's hard to believe, but it's a fact. MagicSpoon.com/chat. Get $5 off your first order, and make sure you guys are starting your morning the right way, because breakfast is the most important meal. 13 grams of protein, 4 grams of net carbs, 0 grams of sugar, tons of different flavors. Go check them out, MagicSpoon.com/chat. Let's keep it going as we get into our top 20. The New England Patriots at 1-2. Mac Jones looked like a rookie on Sunday for the first time. We'll see how he progresses. Number 19, the Minnesota Vikings. Big win over the Seattle Seahawks. A must-win. You can't start 0-3, but the NFC North still feels like Green Bay's division. Number 18, the Cincinnati Bengals. Nice bounce-back win after losing to Chicago last week. You beat your rival Pittsburgh in the AFC North. 2-1. I like how Joe Burrow's playing. This team's in the right direction. Number 17, Seattle. You lose to Minnesota, they're ranked higher. I don't know. I think Seattle's a better team than Minnesota, even though they just lost to them. But they got to figure things out quick, because the NFC West is very, very difficult. Number 16, the Tennessee Titans. I thought they'd be a little bit higher. I think I had them a few spots higher, but the rest of the staff didn't agree. 2-1. They sit at number 16. The New Orleans Saints. It's the Jameis Winston roller coaster. He looks great. He looks bad. He's great again. I'm fascinated to see how this plays out over 17 games. We have them at number 15. Number 14, the Denver Broncos. You're probably thinking, 3-0, how are they all the way down at 14? Well, they've beaten arguably the 3 worst teams in the NFL in the Jets, the Giants, and I don't even remember who the other team they beat was, but another 0-3 team, I believe. They get tested this week against Baltimore at home. They win that one, they're going to be jumping up next week. Number 13, the Kansas City Chiefs at 1-2. I still have them in my top 10. Maybe I'm biased. I host the Chiefs Report here at Chat Sports. I just think this is still one of the premier teams in the league, but they have started 1-2 with close losses to the Baltimore Ravens and to the LA Chargers. Speaking of the Chargers and Chiefs, who's going to win the AFC West? This is a tough division this year. Type DEN for the Denver Broncos, type KC for the Kansas City Chiefs, type LAC for the LA Chargers, and then type LV for the Las Vegas Raiders. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. Top 12, Carolina, number 12. Kind of like Denver. Don't really know yet. Haven't had a lot of tough competition, but they play Dallas this week, who looks really good. That'll be a good test. Number 11, San Francisco, 2-1. Good comeback attempt against the Packers on Sunday Night Football. Fell just short. Aaron Rodgers heroics, no surprise there, but still think this team's playing pretty well. What happens with the Trey Lance, Jimmy G dilemma throughout the season? That is the storyline there. At number 10, the Baltimore Ravens. They also sit at 2-1. Justin Tucker bailed them out. What can I say against Detroit? But a win is a win. They have a nice win over Kansas City. We have them at number 10. Number 9 against the Green Bay Packers, I should say. Kind of like that loss that we mentioned earlier of Pittsburgh to Buffalo, the 38-3 loss to New Orleans in Week 1. You can't explain it, but 2 good wins following that loss, including a Sunday night win over San Francisco. Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers, folks. They're at 2-1. Want to remind you guys, subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/chatsportstv. We cover the latest NFL news, rumors, live shows on Monday and Wednesday. Plus, we've been going live on Sundays, at least some Sundays, for kind of a little red zone experience. We keep you guys up to date on all of the games happening in the early window, so that is fun. Join us for that. Do not forget to subscribe if you want to be caught up to date with the latest around the NFL. Okay, top 8. This is where it gets interesting. The Chargers at 2-1. Hey, you take the Cowboys to the wire. You beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead. That's doing something. Folks, Justin Herbert, he might be a top 5 quarterback in the league. Number 7, the Cleveland Browns, also at 2-1. Played Kansas City tough. They've won 2 straight. That defense absolutely destroyed the Chicago Bears on Sunday. They're playing good football. Number 6, the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. Wow, they were impressive last night. Now, how good is Philadelphia? Probably not very good. But you know what? This game was 41-21, and I promise you it wasn't that close. This could have been a 48-10 game. I thought Dallas got cheated out of a touchdown early in this game. The defense has improved. They lead the NFL in takeaways. Dak and the offense is rolling. Zeke looks refreshed the past couple of weeks. This team might be doing something this year. Kellen Moore, calling plays well. Dan Quinn on the defense. Yeah, I like how Dallas is playing right now, and so does the rest of our staff. Are the Cowboys for real? Should you be drinking the Kool-Aid? Executive producer Brett Scott is pumping the brakes. He doesn't want to drink it this early, but let us know. Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. You look at the NFC East, They should run away with this division. But will they? We'll have to wait and see. All right, top 5 we go. The Arizona Cardinals. Couple of funky wins. They messed around with Jacksonville for a while. They've sneaked by Minnesota in week 2 on a missed game-winning kick for the Vikings, but they're 3-0. Kyler Murray looks like an MVP candidate. 3-0 is 3-0. They're number 5. The Las Vegas Raiders are also 3-0. Hey, they're dramatic. It's entertaining. They love going to overtime. They love keeping it you on the edge of your seat. But you know what? 3-0, baby. Just win, baby. That's what they say in Las Vegas. Number 3, the Buffalo Bills at 2-1. I don't know what happened in week 1 against Pittsburgh, but Josh Allen and this offense is rolling. The defense is playing better. This looks like a Super Bowl contender to me. Number 2, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 2-1. Listen, defending champs, you have a tough game this week. Tom Brady still threw for 400+. This team's going to be just fine. And when you lose to the team who's ranked number 1 in our rankings, the LA Rams, who sit at 3-0, you shouldn't really be that punished. LA Rams, wow. People said, Sean McVay, if this trade for Matthew Stafford doesn't work out, you could be on the hot seat. Well, I think it's working out pretty darn well. If I had to vote for MVP, I would be voting for Matthew Stafford. The offense is cooking. The defense is swarming. This is the best team in the NFL right now. Through 3 weeks, things could change. But right now, I'm saying the LA Rams. But what do you say? Who is the best team in the NFL up to this point? Be interactive in the comments. I'll be reading what you guys are saying. And remember, if you don't like the rankings, blame the other folks. Mitch, Tom, Chase, and Sam also contributed to these power rankings. Let us know, best team in the NFL, and we will see you next time.